Prescott Van Meyer III, sommelier from home. Today we're doing Swirl cotton candy. That's right, an adult beverage that tastes like cotton candy. You have to be 21 to buy this. The store clerk I purchased this from let me know this has been discontinued, and I have not been able to find any information on Swirl sparkling flavors online, like it's been scrubbed out of existence. Don't know why, but we're gonna taste this and maybe get some answers. This comes in at 8% alcohol, so a little bit heftier. Got that big can coming in at 23.5 fluid ounces, so about a pint and a half for you. This particular flavor is cotton candy. However, their big selling point, I guess it wasn't that much of a selling point, but their selling point was that it has 0 sugar in it. So that cotton candy flavor is gonna be, I would suspect, entirely artificial. I mean, there's something weird about that, since the only ingredient in cotton candy is sugar. It's just spun sugar. So to have something that's flavored as cotton candy with 0 sugar, I'll be honest, it unnerves me a little. It's either an extraordinary feat of science or a complete abomination. Not much of a middle ground. Let's open it up to find out which it is. Well, I do smell some cotton candy. Also smelling that maltiness coming through. Does smell very similar to cotton candy. Well, they got the smell right. So point goes to you, non-existent Swirl company. I doubt any of your accountants are keeping track. Although Swirl probably didn't have any accountants, am I right? Just 2 food scientists who flunked out of school and bottomed out at the state fair, but kept the title despite not having the degree. We all know those people. Boy, it's taking me right back to the carnival. Yeah, I was 5 years old. Dad and Chadwick put me on the Gravitron. That terrified me. It was the worst experience of my young life, soon to be overtaken by many other experiences, hence why I'm smelling this drink. And at the carnival, I wasn't having any cotton candy. That was always for Chadwick. Dad said I couldn't have it because of my crooked teeth. And he said cotton candy is for winners. Look who's got the cotton candy now, Dad. Good luck trying to find this in the store. If you are my dad. Well, let's give it a taste. Very sweet. Tasting the cotton candy. Alcohol brings on a little bit of bitterness, but overall, with 0 sugar, pretty authentic cotton candy flavor. So I don't know why you messed up your company so bad, Swirl, but it wasn't for false advertising. Boy, this takes me back to that carnival. Wishing I could snatch some cotton candy away from Chadwick. I tried to sneak some cotton candy off Chadwick. He would slap my hand and say, "Keep your little rat fingers away from my cotton candy, you loser." I was trying to be sneaky about it, pinch a little bit while he was throwing the balls at the milk jugs, but he always smacked it back. Wow, it's making me feel like a third wheel, which, how can you feel like a third wheel when you're hanging out with your dad and your brother? And why do all the carnival rides only have 2-seaters? What, there's no 3-seaters available? Always riding alone, or with the kid who ate his own boogers. Kind of surprised it's no longer available. I thought this would have been a big hit with the no sugar college crowd, or maybe NASCAR fans named Sheila or Kimberly Lynn. I mean, this feels like it could be a great start to a bachelorette party. Just shotgunning these, not worried that any of it will go to your hips. You gotta be careful though. That's how Tina got all those assault charges at the Marriott. And that's why we don't talk about Tina anymore. Marriott made us all sign NDAs. So, I might have to delete that part. I mean, Swirl might not have any accountants or lawyers, but Marriott certainly does. And they are a fine branch of hotels. Let's give it one last taste. With a lot of beverages at 8%, sometimes you get really thick mouthfeel, but not so with this. With that 0 sugar, it's a little bit cleaner on the palate, even though that cotton candy flavor is pretty intense. With the hard seltzer boom, you would have thought a flavor that had zero sugar but tasted like cotton candy would be quite the appealing beverage for people to get. Unfortunately, looks like it's a dying breed. I mean, I get the feeling. You think something has appeal, but it doesn't. You think people want it, but they don't. You think people like you, and maybe they pretend to like you a little bit, but too many red flags, they say. And aren't we all in a way a little bit like Swirl, sparkling flavor, cotton candy? Trying our best to be sweet, give people what they want, until somebody says, you need to get out. I don't want to be around you anymore. And then you're just scrubbed from the internet. No one can read about your origin story. People have got to collect your lore, bit by bit, painstakingly putting the pieces together. Because for some reason, your history, your life story, it's all gone. Like you didn't exist. Like it didn't even matter. Anyways, I would pair this with funnel cakes, corn dogs, rides that would absolutely not pass inspection, but they keep moving towns. Just pump up the white steak and throw the kids on. It'll probably work out. I mean, if the rides haven't changed, why should the music? The people certainly haven't. Now I'm kidding with you. I love the carny folk. In fact, before Abby, I dated a girl for an entire summer who worked at a carnival. Let me just tell you a little trade secret. The beard is fake. She was the bearded lady. She also left me for the strong man in the next town over. All it took was for her to see me drop that hammer one time. Couldn't get that bell. And for my rating, I'm giving Swirl Cotton Candy a 74. As advertised, it is a cotton candy flavor, but zero sugar. Also, the mystique is growing since it's not available anymore. And Marriott, as per legally agreed upon, continues to get a 98. They are not a sponsor, though I am legally obligated to give them a 98. I'll write you soon, Tina. And if you're looking for more Prescott, you want more of a direct access to me, search me on Cameo, Prescott Van Meyer III. I'm just $54.99 as of this taping. So, desperate times call for desperate measures. $54.99, that's a lot of ramen. And I can afford to get my hot pot fixed. The portable one, plugs into the car.